it's Kina Knisley with Team K Squared of Keller Williams, and today we are going to check out an e-container and Waiea Water. So if you want to get some ag land and live off-grid, this is how you're going to do it.
Your plumbing inside, but this is your electrical in. Again, you can connect this to utilities or a generator or solar. The power source you'd have to do even if you had a home. So one place in for your electric. You do water in. For the simplicity of this, I just connected a water hose because it's the same pressure as your house. But you could do water catchment, you could do utility water in, and then the gray water, black water out. So all your utilities are centralized here. So this is where you would connect everything to. Yeah.
And then you're doing septic or just cesspool, basically, for sewer.
Exactly, yeah. So you can do septic where they pump it, or you can do septic leach field where it leaches out. Depends if it's a more permanent situation. And then even Cynthia and Waiea.
We're gonna do the gray water recycling.
Oh,
gray water recycling.
That's gonna be.
We're going to talk about that too.
So we're going to have a gray water
bit.
recycling unit set up here too to show the possibilities where you recycle the gray water for. Is it non-potable? Becomes non-potable to reuse
It's
it?
you have. It's just gonna be like the showers, not the sink, not the kitchen. Remember,
Okay.
because if people throw food in it.
That's right.
But showers, but it can move to irrigation, gardening, laundry.
What about appliances? Would you be able to configure it for like a stove and a full-size fridge?
What you would do is you put your fridge here, and then you do like a hot plate hot top. But if you wanted, this is the standard cabinet configuration that comes with. And so a lot of people either just cook outside with gas, or they'll cook with a little hot plate on the counter, and then they keep their energy consumption low. But if you said, you know what, I really want the cabinets to stop there, and I want to put a fridge there, then yes, we could do that for you.
Okay.
So everything is pre-wired, but all of your outlets and everything has to terminate. This looks like in your house you have a fuse box. So this is your fuse box right here. Yeah. Everything is low draw, low wattage. And you can, when you're building your unit, if you want it standard, you can just make it standard. Or you can say, well, I want a plug here or a plug there. So you really can configure it any way you want. Step straightforward. Again, when it comes, it is like this. It's just a flat pad packing. So it looks like a cube. Then we put it in place. The floors fold down. The roof folds up. The side walls pop out, and then the front and back walls pop out. Then we screw it together and put some caulking at the bottom, and then you're all set.
How long does it take you guys to build this one, for example? From
build it or install it?
To install it.
Install it about an hour to 2 hours once it's on
that's
site.
nice. How many people can do it?
We need a minimum of 4 good-sized guys.
Wow.
Yeah, because we do it with a piece of machinery, but then we also lifting up the walls are kind of heavy because they're steel, but once they're in place, they stay in place.
Oh, I got one
So,
quick question.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
important. Like after it arrives in the dock, right? So do we have to pay? Is that extra payment to install it?
Yes. So a lot of people are in construction, so they don't need us to install it for them. So we price it to the dock, whether it's here or another island. And then if you need it installed somewhere, we have to see where you're at, because if you're like way in the mountains and we need to bring in some crazy piece of equipment, yeah, it's not all flat pricing, but in general, like if we can drive up, like we have one, and when you walk out, I'll show you, I have 3 actually that are being delivered this week. They're in the other field in a 40-foot container. We're gonna unload them, hopefully if the weather stays good, either later today or tomorrow, and then go install them. But the weather, we didn't want to pull them out with all the crazy weather we had. But the point is, they're in Waiea, and we can just drive up and put it on. So their install was $2,500 because we got to rent large equipment to put it in place.
Okay, so the place where I'm trying to put in is like Nimitz Highway. That's near the.
Oh, is it the housing area out there?
Yeah.
By Sand Island?
Yeah, by Mapuna district area.
Okay. Is it pretty? You can drive up to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be about $2,500 to $3,000 per per house.
per house. Oh.
This is the 2-bedroom here that we're looking at, but these are all the different layouts you can choose. So you could choose 4 bedrooms, but if you do it that way, you have no kitchen, no living room. You could choose 1 large bedroom.
So we're here. This is the water, how they do the water in these container homes. So Cynthia, tell us about your water.
So what's awesome about this is fresh, clean water from the air. I've had appointments and people literally, they didn't believe me and they looked and there is no water line. Yeah, so you just take the humidity of the Hawaii and
So they're sucking the water out of the air.
So there's no water line, there's no contaminants, and what we do is it's almost it's a combo. It's a dehumidifier as well. So it cleans the air. Because people have asked me hard questions like, what if I spoke by it? Or can you do this in New York where it's really polluted? Or we have this in a car exhaust shop, and they're getting fresh, clean water.
Wow.
So,
Okay, show us the water.
So this is the water. You can see live. It's actively
Oh, look.
dripping, making water from the air. So this is energy efficient. Even for emergency preparedness, there's a backside here that has these things that help if let's say an hour or two and
So you do have to have it
down, like
plugged
yesterday.
in to electric. So with the container home, you'd be on solar, and it would provide the power.
Right, but we do. I mean, these. This is a 5 to 8 gallon one. We do have a little Keurig one for 1 or 2 people, one person. This one goes even smaller, 2 to 3 gallon one. That's half the size for a couple with no children or something like that. Or
And how much does this make
has
per day?
So this is 5 to 8 gallons.
And this is
depending on the
fresh drinking
humidities.
water for
Yeah.
drinking, cooking. It's not your gray water.
And it has different. This one, the Keurig size one, is just a certain. It doesn't have this fancy feature with hot and cold. So if you like making soups and stuff, this can adjust the temperature. These are the 3 UV lights that kill the bacteria and germs. And we do put minerals back in your water. That what I want people to do is I encourage you to go to ewg.org, put in your zip code, and you can see all the contaminants and different things that fluctuate in the water. And like, do you really want to know the truth about your water? But
Yeah.
that's okay. We're the water solution. So this is really exciting, to have partnering with them and the e-container. But we also have a nonprofit side. So we've helped with Maui fires the second day. Kula, Anton and his whole team have been there second day and still pumping 200 gallons today.
Wow.
For Maui families. We were the solutions to the Red Hill Elementary. They had water pumping for them, and people, thank you. There was a GoFundMe for them, and you can still donate to Waiea Water Foundation.org. And that goes towards the schools because a lot of the water was all over the news.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to be the water solution.
Yeah, no, and if you're
But
off
these
grid,
things
this
can
is a great
Go up
option.
to 1,300 gallons.
Wow.
We're kind of like the best buy of bottled water, so recommend that.
All right, show me, how does it come out?
Oh, here, you can have a fresh
Okay,
drink.
okay, I
So,
want cold. Okay,
right. You just press this.
look, and there is
Clean
no
water.
this is all from the air.
Yes.
Because, yeah,
I
remember,
like to describe it this way.
there's no water filter, or
Yeah.
no water hose going in here.
What I
Okay,
do is if you take an iron, this is the way I explain it. You take an iron, you put water in it, right?
yeah, it
And
tastes
then
like
when you iron the clothes, what happens?
steam.
Steam. So this is the exact opposite. You get the humidity, steam of the air, and it's opposite of an iron.
Yeah,
Water.
and it
yeah,
doesn't taste
so-
funny, it tastes good.
Yeah, you can test it. We can hard test the water location where you're at, and you can test ours.
So,
Our
wow.
numbers if you want, but like I said, ewg.org, look up your own water. We have to be educated. It's so important for us to have it. My dream is for everyone to have this in the home. Every home have this. Every business place, every container have this thing, And remember now, it's not getting drawn from, there's no water line, it's not drawn from a lake or a pond or a body of water, straight from the air, super clean.
Wow.
So, thank you.